Hello everyone and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. This is Colin and today I have a treat for you. I'm going to play a blast from the past, Space Hulk Death Angel, the card game. So my wife and I just went to Ireland for a quick vacation, and yes, that was great, by the way, wonderful, except for don't get sick when you're on vacation. That's what happened to me. But we ended up bringing this game with, just because it's small, and we ended up playing it 4 or 5 times, and I forgot how much I enjoy it. So I thought, you know what? It'd be fun to do a playthrough with you guys and show you guys how you can lose as you play this game. Because yes, you will hate that die, and you will hate these guys, and you will hate those guys. Oh, it's wonderful. So what I have here is I just have the base game, plus I'm playing with the Space Marines expansion, just so I have a couple more Space Marines. So when we randomly choose our Space Marines, you'll see that I have a couple extra that I'm choosing from. So I know this game has been out for a very long time, so I'm going to run through setup quick, and we're just going to jump into gameplay. Let's do it. The first thing you'll want to do is shuffle up your Gene Stealer deck and your event deck. So your event deck will look like this. It's got this on the back side. You'll just grab all those, give them a shuffle. Gene Stealers, they have the blip side of their card, the back side. And then you'll see over here they have some symbols. Those are used when determining if certain Gene Stealers move or flip, stuff like that. But it doesn't really matter, so you're just going to shuffle both of these up and set them on top of your playing area. You're then going to need to find your Void Lock location. Now, there are Void Lock locations for all different player counts. You'll want to look for, if you're playing this solo like I am, the 1 player. So this tells us we'll have 6 Space Marines, and then it tells us how to set up the location deck. This Void Lock, though, is a location itself, so you're going to have the Void Lock location followed by 2, 3, 4. So then what you do is you find all of the locations that have the number of 2, 3, and 4. So for example, there are 3 2s. I'm going to randomly choose one of those and put it underneath the Void Lock. Then I'm going to randomly choose one of these 3s. And then finally, randomly choose one of these 4s. Now our goal is to get through all those locations, and the final location will have something that we need to do to win. Next, the fun part, we get to choose our combat teams. Now in solo, you're going to choose 3 teams of 2 Space Marines. So you can see we've got these different Space Marine cards. This came with the Space Marine expansion. Before, if you just have the base game, you just can use these tokens. You flip them all over, randomly pick 3 of them, and it'll determine which 3 Space Marine sets you're going to use. But because we have 2 more Space Marines, they didn't give us more of those tokens, they gave us these cards. So I'm just going to grab these, and I'm going to give them a good shuffle, and we're going to randomly pick 3 of them. And I highly recommend randomly doing it. I find the game more of a challenge when I do that. Okay, so that's 1, that's 2, and let's do this one for 3. Okay. Here we have our 3 Space Marine teams. So we have Brother Caphael and Brother Adron here. They are one of the expansions. I've actually never played them, so I'm kind of excited about that. We've got Brother Zale and Brother Amino here. And then over here we have Brother Scipio and Leximus Calestrius. Okay, so we have 2 Space Marines for each set, and then we have 3 action cards. 1 attack, 1 support, and 1 move and activate. So what I'm going to do is I'll set up the board with using the 6 Space Marines, and then each round we will be choosing one of our 3 action cards to use for our Space Marine sets. How we set up our formation is we grab all of our Space Marines, and we are going to give them a good shuffle, and I'm not looking at this, and then we're going to set them up in a row from top to bottom, and then we're going to have 3 of them facing to the right and 3 of them facing to the left. Here we have our Space Marines all set up. You'll see the top 3 are facing to the left and the bottom 3 are facing to the right. Now you'll see here there's lots of information on our location card that we need to understand. Up here on the top left and over here and on the top right and right there, those are different locations that we're going to set up within our specific formation. So I'm going to find the door card, and then I believe that's like a corridor card, and I'm going to set them up on the board. You'll see that in a second. Over here, these are the blip piles. So remember those Gene Stealers? We're going to have 6 Gene Stealers in a pile on the left side and 6 Gene Stealers on the right side as well. Once one of those blip piles empties, either one, we then will move to the next location. And remember, our goal is to get to that final location. Finally, this first Void Lock location has something very important. You can see this yellow 2 and this white 1. On the event cards, we'll flip cards that tell us we have to have a major or a minor spawn. That card will tell us how many Gene Stealers spawn in that location if they're major or minor. And one more thing. Do you see how there's these arrows right here? This tells us that we need to place the door location one space down from the top. So basically on the top. This one is 3 spaces down from the top. On the right-hand side, you'll always count from the bottom and go up. So this corridor location will be starting from the bottom and 2 spaces up. This ventilation spot or location will be 3 from the bottom. So here we have our terrain cards that are set up based upon our location. You can see there's different symbols on them. So this one's got yellow, this one's red, that one's green, and this one is, I should say that's orange, this is yellow. Those colors denote how likely a spawn of Gene Stealers will come out of here. So very likely in the ventilation duct, we're going to have Gene Stealers coming out of there every round. This corridor though, not so much, that's why it's green. Now the door does have an activate feature. If you use one of your Marines to do a move and activate, you can place 1 support token on this card. When traveling, the current player may first slay 1 Gene Stealer in the formation for each token on this card. Basically, we close the door before those Gene Stealers or that 1 Gene Stealer gets through. Because normally, Gene Stealers follow you through to the next location. So even though I finish a location, there might be 8 Gene Stealers out, they're not going away. They're going to come with us. So the door helps you mitigate that a little bit. You can see here, other terrain cards, they don't give you any benefit or any detriment. It's just telling you, hey, it's a likely place for Gene Stealers to spawn. To finish setting up the board, we'll go ahead and flip our top event card. Now we ignore everything that's here and we ignore this movement, which is good because that would make people flank. And we look here just for the spawning. So we're going to do a minor spawn in orange and red. And a minor spawn, because of the void lock, is 1. So we're going to spawn 1 Gene Stealer in the dark corridor and 1 in the ventilation duct. Now I brought you back here because I wanted you to see I have my blip piles of 6 Gene Stealers here and here. And I have to always grab from Gene Stealers that are on the side of where that terrain card is where they're supposed to spawn. So I'm going to grab this Gene Stealer and put it over here from this blip pile. And then for the red one, I'm going to grab a Gene Stealer from this pile and put it here. Okay, great. Now we're ready to begin, but I am going to show you our activation cards just to show you how they recommend you set them up for solo. I will do it a little different for the actual playthrough just because it'll be easier for you guys to see the cards, but I want to show you how you can set that up. It's really nice. What they recommend when playing solo is to set yourself up a 3x3 grid. You'll want to make sure to have your supports on the left side, your move and activate in the middle, and your attacks on the right side. Then what you can do is each round you're going to choose one of these cards to activate, and you can put a token on it to denote that that's what you're going to activate. Okay, and then the next round, you'll have to choose another activation card. It just can't be the one that you chose last round. So you need to remember that when I move this, okay, that means now I'm doing that one, I'm going to do this one, and this one. Okay? You'll see how these cards work during the playthrough. The big thing you do need to know is that they have numbers on the top left-hand side, and you have to activate them in number order from low to high. So that means usually you're going to do your supports first, which is why I put the supports to the left. Your moves are usually in the middle numbers, and then your attacks are the later numbers. With this, I think we are ready to go. Let's go ahead and jump in. Wish me luck. For our first round, I'm going to choose these 3 activation cards. I'm going to choose our support card for what I'm going to call our orange team. I don't know what other color to call that really, orange or red. We've got move and activate for our black team, and then for our purple team, we're going to attack. So I put them in this order because you can see here this is a 2B. Now that B just denotes that this card is from the expansion, and so when they added in the expansion Marines, sometimes they had to put in a letter to make sure you knew which one was first. So we're having 2B target lock first, followed by 8 stealth tactics, followed by 14 flamer attack. So we'll start with our support. What a support action does is we get to place a support token on any Space Marine, including one of ours if we'd like, that's in the formation. And what you can use support tokens for are a couple different things. One, you can use it to re-roll an attack. So if I roll for an attack and I miss, I can re-roll. Another is if I get attacked by the Gene Stealers, I can re-roll that attack. Now that's only if I'm facing the Gene Stealers though, okay? So our first activation we can do is we can put a support token on any of the Marines of our choice. Now we have a special ability on this one that says after resolving this card's action, place a support token on a swarm. Any Space Marine may spend this support token to reroll an attack roll or a defend roll in which this swarm participates. If this swarm is destroyed, discard the support token. You're going to see why in a bit, but I'm going to put my support token onto Brother Zale. He's one of the most important Space Marines here, so I want to make sure we can reroll his attacks. We'll then place a support token on this Gene Stealer. Next we have Move and Activate. So what we can do is we can move to an adjacent place in the formation. We'll swap where different Space Marines are. Then you can also swap your facing. That's the only time you can, generally the only time you can change your facing. And then for our black team, it says after resolving this card's action, you may discard one card from either blip pile. You may spend one support token to discard one card from the other blip pile. For my move, I'm going to have Brother Scipio here move up one. I'm going to leave Lexicum up here, and I'm not going to change either of their facings because I want Lexicum to activate the door. So we'll place one support token on the door, and that means at the end of this location, when we move to the next one, we can destroy one Gene Stealer in the formation. Here we go. Here's our Flamer attack. This is for our purple team. Now, each of our Marines can attack as long as they have range, and I'll show you how that works in a second. But specifically for Brother Zale, when he attacks, ignore all skulls rolled. Instead, slay a number of Gene Stealers in the swarm equal to the number that's rolled. So here's the die. This die is 0 through 5. 1, 2, and 3 have skulls. So normally we'd be trying to roll 1, 2, or 3s to defeat Gene Stealers. With Brother Zale, though, all we want to do is roll a 5. We want to roll as high as we can, because we could actually destroy 5 Gene Stealers, which is pretty cool. Here we have our 2 purple Marines. Now, Brother Zale has a range 1. What that means is he can attack any Gene Stealers that are here, or any that are in either of these locations that are 1 away. His arrow, so his facing is this way, so that's why he can't attack on this side. Then we have Brother Amino here. He's got a range of 2. So this is a range 0, 1, 2. He can attack all the way down to here, and he can go all the way to the top of the formation with his attack. So each of them are going to try and attack this Gene Stealer. I'll go ahead and start with Brother Zale. And remember, I've got my support token, so I can always reroll if need be. We'll roll our die, and we literally get a 0. Okay, so we're going to say, hey, you know what, Brother Zale? We're just going to assume that Brother Amino can take him out. So we're not going to use the support token. We're going to have Brother Amino attack, and he gets a 2 with a skull. That will be enough to kill that Gene Stealer. Oh, and I forgot, we could have discarded one of the Gene Stealers from one of the blip piles. So I'm going to do that from the right blip pile. So we're just going to discard one of those Gene Stealers as well. That was from using the Stealth and Tactics card. We could discard one card from either blip pile, so I did the right blip pile. So we've completed Phase 1, Choose Action Phase. Phase 2, we've completed Resolve Action Phase. Now the Gene Stealer's attack. We only have one Gene Stealer that's attacking. It's attacking Brother Scipio. How this works is, we're going to roll this die. We have to roll a number greater than the amount of Gene Stealers in the swarm that's attacking our Space Marine. So because there is one Gene Stealer, I need to roll higher than a 1. So if I roll a 0 or a 1, Brother Scipio is killed. But we do have this support token that we can maybe use to re-roll. But I shouldn't need to do that, right? Right? Yeah, that's a 5. We're good. Okay, so I'll just put this guy back, and we are good and set there. Our final phase is the event phase. We'll go ahead and reveal our top event card, and we have Stalking from the Shadows, Instinct. So now if you're playing with multiple players, whoever would be considered the active player, which is whoever played the lowest card number when they picked their action cards, would have to make this determination on their own. This says, choose a Space Marine with at least one support token, discard all of his support tokens. Well, the only one we have is Brother Zale, so we'll just discard that. Great. Then we have a major spawn in the ventilation duct. So we're going to put 2 more Gene Stealers there. 1 Gene Stealer in the corridor, and then any that have this skull symbol are going to move. Well, that's not a lot of fun, because putting 2 more here means we've now placed 3 in the ventilation duct, and then 1 in the corridor, but we still have 1 Gene Stealer in this blip pile, so we can't travel. Now, any that have that skull symbol would move, but none of these have the skull symbols. So actually, we're okay there. but Brother Scipio is definitely in danger, and Brother Zale's the one that can kill a ton of them, and of course he attacked and failed last time. For this round, we're going to have our black team do a support action, we're going to have our purple team do a move and activate, and our orange team do an attack. So our support, we have, after resolving this card's action, may choose any swarm. Gene Stealers in the chosen swarm may not attack or be slain this round. We basically put up a power field. Then we have forward scouting, move and activate. After resolving this card's action, you may look at the top card of the event deck, then place it on the top or the bottom of the deck, which is nice. And then we have the cyclonic volley. Instead of attacking with Brother Adrian, you may roll a combat die, slay up to 3 Gene Stealers from a single swarm up to this number of positions away, regardless of facing. If you roll a 0, there's no effect. It's kind of cool. All right, we'll start with our support. We'll drop a support with Brother Cafiel here. I'm not giving one to Brother Adrian because from how I understand it, we cannot use the support token to re-roll for his attack. Because his attack, you're just rolling a die to do a resolution of an ability. It's not an actual attack action where you use support tokens. So if Brother Cafiel is still here, he can potentially use that to help him defend. I'm not going to choose any Gene Stealer swarm to not attack or be able to take damage because I want Brother Adrian to be able to attack. Next for our move, we're going to have Brother Amino here swap with Lexicum. And we're going to have Brother Zale go ahead and take, no, because they could still spawn from here. Oh, but he can attack, and he'll be able to attack. Yeah, I'm going to have Brother Zale flip just in case, so he can kind of guard on this side. And then we're going to activate the door, so we're going to go ahead and drop another support token at the door. That means we'll be able to defeat 2 Gene Stealers at the end of this location. We also get to look at the top card of the event deck. We have Flanking Maneuver. Move all swarms so that they are behind their engaged Space Marines. Nah, going to put that at the bottom of the deck. Now we're going to do our attack action. We're going to start with Brother Adrian, so we're hoping for a 2 or higher for this attack, because then we can defeat 3 Gene Stealers. And we rolled a 4. Great. So you know those 3 Gene Stealers that are at the ventilation duct? Yeah, they're toast. Gone. Awesome. Then we're going to have Brother Cafiel go ahead and attack here. He's just rolling for a regular attack, so he's looking for skulls, and he missed. Now he does have a support token. Yeah, let's use it. We'll use the support token. Let's reroll. Then we don't have to have any Gene Stealers out if we take them out. No, we missed. Okay, that was all of our attacks. Now that Gene Stealer that's on Brother Cafiel is going to attack Brother Cafiel. So if I roll a 0 or a 1, he's dead. And I've got no support tokens to stop this. And I rolled a 0. Yeah, that's how this game works sometimes, you guys. Whenever a Space Marine is slain, which is what just happened, we take Brother Cafiel out of the formation. We now have a hole. We now have to fill that position. Shifting is resolved by taking every terrain card, Space Marine card, and Gene Stealer card in the smaller segment of the formation and moving them up or down to fill in the slain Space Marine's previous position. So this moves up to here. So now we have two of these different terrains in the same location, and that's fine. You can have that happen. And then Brother Adrian has moved up. Now let's go ahead and move to the event phase. We've got ourselves a resupply. Instinct. Choose a Space Marine. Move all support tokens to him from all other Space Marines. I have no support tokens out. Useless. Now we have a major spawn in red and a minor spawn in yellow. And then any that have the brain symbol or head symbol will move. So we're supposed to spawn 2 in the ventilation duct here, but we only have 1 Gene Stealer here. And then we're supposed to spawn 1 at the door. Okay? Now, any that have a head symbol, which actually this one does, is going to move. Now let me show you how you know which way Gene Stealers move. On each Space Marine, there are little arrows here that tell you which way the Gene Stealers will move if they're across from the Space Marine or engaged with them when they need to move. So all of the Gene Stealers on this left-hand side are going to move down. All the Gene Stealers on the right-hand side are going to move up. If ever a Gene Stealer needs to move and it can't because it can't go up anymore, there's no more Space Marines, it will flank instead. Now, if ever it's already flanking, it is not going to move to unflank. I've seen people do that. No, the Gene Stealers aren't going to be nice. If they're flanking, they're going to stay flanking. For us here, this Gene Stealer has the head symbol, so it's going to go ahead and move to here. Now we have one blip pile that's empty. So because of that, we will be able to move to the next location. But before doing that, we get to activate the door. So we will remove both of these support tokens, and let's kill this Gene Stealer. So we'll take out both of these. We'll now go ahead and move to our second location card, and we have the Dark Catacombs. So we have an upon entering ability. The current player must choose a Space Marine with 0 support tokens if able. Spawn 1 Gene Stealer behind a chosen Space Marine. Okay, I'll let you know which one in a second. We are going to have blip piles of 6 on either side, and you can see the 4 terrain cards are going to be set up. The ones on the right are counting from the bottom, the ones from the left are counting from the top. So let me set that up. Here we are, set up for the next location. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and grab one of the Gene Stealers from here and put it behind Brother Zale. Just because Lexicum can then attack him, and we can have Brother Scipio here also attack the next round. So we actually only have 2 Gene Stealers out, so that door was super helpful. Otherwise, we'd have 2 more Gene Stealers to deal with. That'll finish the event phase. We'll move to the choose action phase. Let's see what we want to do. What do you guys say we get some support tokens out, huh? I'm going to do 2 supports with an attack. The support here, we can do a target lock, so we can drop one of those support tokens on one of the Gene Stealers. Here we can do this support. After resolving this, we can move one swarm to an adjacent position and or even move it to another side of the formation. So cool. And then we have our attack with our black team. Each time Lexicon Callistris rolls a skull while attacking, he may immediately make 1 additional attack. For our orange team, we're going to go ahead and put our support token on Lexicum. And then let's go ahead and drop a support token on this Gene Stealer set. Then for our purple team to have our support token, let's go ahead and drop it on Brother Zale, just because it's Brother Zale. And I don't think I'm going to move any of the Gene Stealer swarms. I'm going to leave them as is. Now we're going to attack. So I'm going to have Lexicum attack this Gene Stealer and Scipio attack this Gene Stealer. We'll start with Calistarius. We'll give him a roll. We've got a skull. That means this guy's toast. All right, awesome. Then we're going to go with Scipio. He'll attack, and he rolls a 0. So we'll use the support token that we have on the Gene Stealer to get a reroll, because I want to just kill him. Nice. That worked. That's a skull. This guy's gone. We have no Gene Stealers out, so no one will attack. We'll just move right to the event phase. We'll flip our card, and we have Quick Instincts. Choose a Space Marine. He may immediately make 1 attack. Of course, and we don't have any Gene Stealers. And then we have 2 major spawns, 1 in red, 1 in orange, and any with the little tail move. We'll have to place 2 Gene Stealers here and 2 here. Brother Amino just got surrounded. Both of them are going to move. So this one would move, but it's actually going to stay here because it's already flanking. This one is going to move down. Actually, that's going to help him. So this will move to here. Oh. Okay, let's see what we're going to do. Well, they say desperate times brings desperate measures. This is a stretch, you guys, but I'm a little worried I'm going to lose a Space Marine if I don't do this. I'm going to do a move and activate. That's going to let Lexicum go ahead and move out of the way for Brother Zale. But Brother Zale's going to be in the line of fire. Brother Zale's going to then do an attack, and we're going to have Brother Amino do an attack, and then we're going to have Brother Adrian try and attack if there's any Gene Stealers left. But if I can make this work, we should be okay. Fingers crossed. We'll start with our move and activate. We'll just move Lexicanum down to here, and we're going to activate the door. Let's get another support token on there. We're not going to move Brother Scipio. Actually, let's move Brother Scipio. We're going to move Brother Scipio down, and we're going to turn him this way. Okay? That actually helps Brother Adrian a lot. I don't know why I didn't think about that beforehand. Awesome. Then we're going to move to the flame attack by Brother Zale. Brother Zale is facing this way. He's got a range of 1, so he can attack these Gene Stealers. And remember, his roll is whatever he gets as a number, he kills. So hopefully he'll get a 2 or higher. After that, though, we'll have Brother Amino attack, and he'll try and take at least 1 of these Gene Stealers out. This roll is for Brother Zale, and he gets a 5. Totally wastes these Gene Stealers. Gone. Okay, now for Brother Amino. He can only take out one. He's got a range of 2. Let's see, he fails. That's okay, because now we're going to have Brother Adrian attack. Don't forget his card states that he can kill 3 gene stealers, but we have to roll a die, and that's going to tell us our distance, and it's regardless of facing. So even though Brother Adrian is facing to the right, he can attack those 2 gene stealers to the left. But we need to roll a 2 or higher. And we rolled a 1. Okay, this could be really, really bad, because now we have to roll for the attack on Brother Zale. We have 2 gene stealers on Brother Zale. He has a support token, but it's useless because he's facing the wrong way. So we need to roll a 3 or higher. And we rolled a 0. So we can all say goodbye to Brother Zale. Oh no. This, you guys, could be game ending right here. We will see. I'll take out Brother Zale. We have this, the upper area is smaller, so we will move everything down like so. I cannot believe we had 2 shots at these gene stealers and we missed twice. Okay, now let's move to the event phase. We'll give our card a flip, and we have evasion. When a player resolves an attack action card next round, he may only attack with 1 Space Marine of that combat team instead of both. Okay. Yellow gets a normal spawn and red gets a normal spawn, and then any with the skull flank whatever Space Marine they're engaged with. 1 yellow is 1 at the door, and 1 red is over here with Brother Amino. And let's see, are any of these skulls? No. Oh, this one is a skull. So this one will come over here and flank Lexicanum. Okay. Well, you know what? It's getting easier to record as our Space Marines die. Let's jump to the next round. For this round, we'll start with a target lock, then we'll move to a forward scouting, and then we'll have our black team attack. That's our 3 activations. Let's start with the target lock. Let's go ahead and support Brother Amino. I think those 2 are the ones that are going to be in the biggest danger. And then we'll go ahead and place this support token on these gene stealers here, hoping to help Lexicanum when he attacks. Then we're going to have Brother Amino go ahead and do his move and activate. We're going to have him move here with the door. If nothing else, we're going to have the door help us. And then we're going to get to look at the top card of the event deck. We've got For My Battle Brothers. Choose a Space Marine that has at least 1 support token, discard it, and 1 gene stealer engaged from him. I mean, it's great, but there are better ones, so I'm going to discard it. And by discard, I mean place at the bottom of the deck. So now we're going to have Lexicanum attack. We're going to have him attack those 2 gene stealers that are right in front of him on the left-hand side. Here's his first roll, and we do have a skull. That means we get to attack a second time. 1 gene stealer is toast. Come on. And it's a 0, so we are going to use the support token that's on the gene stealers to re-roll that. Come on, skull. Come on, skull. There it is. Okay, that's going to take this gene stealer out. Okay, now Brother Scipio could attack, but he's facing the wrong way, and nothing is within range. So now we're going to have the 2 gene stealers attack that are left on the board. 1 is facing Lexicanum and 1 is facing Amino, and the problem is both of them are not facing the right way. So we cannot even use the support tokens we have. So here's for Lexicanum. If I roll a 0 or a 1, he's dead. And I rolled a 0. Great. Then Brother Amino, is he alive or dead? 0 or 1? Okay, he's still alive. But Lexicanum is also killed. You guys at home are probably watching this going, really? You don't care about your Space Marines? I swear I do. I'm just having a hard time this game, I guess. So all of this is going to move up. This is going to connect with the door, just like so. Okay, 3 Space Marines left. We only have 1 of our good ones left, Brother Adron. Everyone else is the B team. They're still here, though, so we'll give them that. We'll move to the event phase. Let's see what we get. We get Chaos of Battle. Change every Space Marine's facing. Okay, I'll do that in a second. We do have a normal spawn in red and in yellow. And then any with the skulls move. First, we'll change all of our facings. So that's not the end of the world. Put these like so. Then we have a normal spawn in yellow. So we've got one coming out here. I was hoping we were going to travel and we'd be able to use the door, but nope. We still have one card in this blip pile. Okay, let's see what we want to do this round with our 3 Space Marines that are left. I did almost get ahead of myself. I forgot that any with the head symbol would move. So these guys would normally try and move up, but that means they're going to go ahead and flank Brother Amino. So that means we have 4 wonderful Gene Stealers over here on Brother Amino's backside. Let's see if we can make some better choices here. First, we're going to do a strategize, a support. We're going to drop that support on Brother Amino. Then we're going to go ahead and move the Gene Stealers over to Amino's correct facing. Then we're going to have Brother Scipio go ahead and just put some support down. And then we're going to have Brother Adrian go ahead and do his attack, hopefully taking 3 out of the 4 of the Gene Stealers left. But then Brother Amino will at least have 2 or 3 support tokens to help him defend. Let's see if it works. We'll start with that strategize, drop that support token here, and push all 4 of these to the other side of the formation. Then we'll use the power field, and we'll go ahead and drop this also on Amino. I think 2 is good. Let's put 1 on Brother Adrian just in case. And we're not going to use his ability of choosing Gene Stealer Swarm because I want to kill at least 3 of these. Then we're going to go ahead and use Brother Adrian's attack. So we have to roll a 1 or, just a 1 or higher, and we'll be able to kill 3 out of the 4 of these. Or 1 or higher. 5 of 6 chance. Sweet. There's a 3. So I'm going to kill 3 out of the 4 of these. Now we have the Gene Stealer's attack. That's going to attack Brother Amino. I have to roll higher than a 1 so that he's safe. And I rolled a 4. We're good. Awesome. So now we're going to move to the event phase. Our event this round is Psychic Assault. Choose a Space Marine and roll a die. If you roll a 0 or 1, the Space Marine is slain. Really? Okay, I'm going to do that to Brother Scipio. I don't know who else I'd do that to. Let's do it to Brother Scipio. Not a 0 or a 1. Not a 0 or a 1. Oh, a 2. Okay, we're good. We'll then have a normal spawn in red and in orange, and any that have the tail will go ahead and flank the Space Marine that they're engaged with. Orange is over here underneath the door. We've got our dark corner, and that will make us so that we were going to travel, and then 1 over here. Now we have 1 blip pile empty. We've completed the second location. We're halfway there. I'm going to go ahead and use the door to destroy 1 of these Gene Stealers and 1 of these Gene Stealers to help us out for the next location. So we actually will only have 1 Gene Stealer out. We'll give our location card a flip, and we have the Hibernation Cluster. Upon entering, for each Space Marine in the formation, place 1 Gene Stealer card into each blip pile from the Gene Stealer's deck. Oh, so we actually only will have 3 and 3. That actually isn't bad. Hey, this is a good thing we don't have a lot of Space Marines. This location actually doesn't look terrible. The only thing is we have 2 red locations. We have a Spore Chimney and the Ventilation Duct. So the Spore Chimney, we can activate it, roll a die. If we roll the skull, we can discard it to get rid of it. So that's something that we could do. We also only have 1 Gene Stealer out, which I'm pretty happy about. And because we only have 3 Space Marines out, we only have 3 cards in each blip pile. Let's go ahead and move to activating our Space Marines. We're going to go ahead and do a Flamer attack. We're going to attack with Brother Amino, try and take out that 1 Gene Stealer. Then we're going to do Stealth Tactics to try and put 1 support token on the door. And then we're going to do Purposeful Advance. This is the first time you're seeing Brother Adrian use his move and activate. And their special is, after resolving this card's action, you can actually move the Space Marine a second time. You're going to see how I'm going to use that in a second. First things first, Brother Amino, looking for a skull, doesn't get it. We have 2 support tokens, so let's go ahead and use 1. Come on, come on. That is a skull. Nice. That means we don't have to worry about Gene Stealers this round. We'll then move to Brother Scipio. We'll go ahead and just swap him or flip him over for his move and activate and drop a support token on the door. Then we're going to have Brother Adrian go ahead and do a move and activate. He's going to move here. He's going to activate the door. And then he's going to go ahead and do 1 more move and move back into the center of the formation. He is the one that I want in the center. So yeah, that's why I wanted to move him back. But this way I got an additional support token on the door. There's no Gene Stealers out, so let's go ahead and move to the event phase. And I always keep forgetting about the stealth and tactics. Let's go ahead and discard one card from this blip pile, thanks to the stealth and tactics ability. If Brother Scipio had had another support token or a support token on him, I could have discarded a second one, that would have been awesome, but couldn't. This still is helpful. Maybe we'll even be able to push to the fourth location this round. Let's see what we get. They're everywhere. Spawn one Gene Stealer in front of each Space Marine that is not engaged with a swarm. That's every single one of them. And then we're going to have one spawn in yellow, two in red, because there's two different red spots, and then any with this little icon here is going to flank. Wonderful. This means we're going to spawn one Gene Stealer here, and two here and here. But then we need to spawn one in orange, which is over here, and then one in red. Now we don't have any more over here, so we can't do that, but we have another one come out here. That means at the end of this event phase, we're going to travel. Oh, but before that, any with the that little tail symbol. Let's see. Oh, yeah, these guys. So these guys are going to flank Brother Scipio. So because of that, when we do our travel, I'm going to go ahead and kill two of these Gene Stealers with the door, thank goodness. And then we get to go to our final location already. I've never had that happen so quickly. Our final location is the Gene Stealer's lair. Upon entering, move all swarms to the red terrain card on their side of the formation, then spawn one Brood Lord on each red terrain card. If both Brood Lords are slain, Space Marines win. Okay, Brood Lords. They have two symbols instead of one. Also, when they are in a pack and you roll the die, you subtract one from the die when you're attacking, defending. Makes it more likely that you're going to die. Finally, you can't kill them while there's other Gene Stealers in the pack. You have to kill them as the last Gene Stealer. Yay. This is going to be fun. We're actually doing okay. We've got Brother Adrian here in the middle. He's got two of these Gene Stealers here. One's a Brood Lord. That might be a problem. But as long as we can roll a 1 when he attacks, he can actually kill this Brood Lord right off the bat. It's going to be this one that's going to be the problem, I think. Let's see what we can do. Let's pick our actions. I think I've got 2 rounds left. Let's see if we can do this. We're going to go ahead and do a support action with Brother Amino. We're going to do an attack with Brother Scipio, and then we're going to do a cyclonic volley with Brother Adrian. Our strategize, we're going to go ahead and place a support token on Brother Scipio, and then we're going to move these Gene Stealers 1 space down because of their ability. After resolving this card's action, you may move 1 swarm to an adjacent position or to the other side. This means we're likely going to be sacrificing Brother Scipio. But I gave Brother Scipio the support token just so hopefully he can take out one of these Gene Stealers. Fingers crossed. Next, we're going to attack with Brother Scipio. So Brother Scipio is going to try and attack here. And then we're going to have Brother Adrian try and take out all 3 of these Gene Stealers. Let's start with Brother Scipio. He will go ahead and attack. And he gets, nice, he gets a skull. That's going to take out the non-Brood Lord Gene Stealer. Now we're going to move to Brother Adrian. He just needs something higher than a 0. Come on, a 1! That means he takes out 3 within range 1. He can get out 3 Gene Stealers. That's the first Brood Lord. That is toast. Okay, now we have the Brood Lord attacking Brother Scipio. If we roll 0, 1, or 2, he's dead. And of course the die rolls off the table. Let's try this again. 0, 1, or 2. That means Brother Scipio lives for another day. Wow, awesome. We'll go ahead and flip our event card, and we get Stalking from the Shadows. Choose a Space Marine with at least 1 support token. Discard all of his support tokens. Well, we'll do that to Brother Scipio. Brother Scipio just lost his support token. We're going to spawn 3 in red and 1 in green, and then any with this symbol are going to move. And I shouldn't have said 3. I should have said 2. 2 in red. So we'll put 2 here, and we'll put 1 in green here, and then 2 in red here. No. I was hoping this wasn't going to happen, but it is. So here's the thing. This Broodlord needs to move. It's going to move to here. It's going to flank. None of these guys move. These guys are going to move down one to here. I was hoping that Broodlord was not going to get in with more of the Gene Stealers. That means I'm going to have to wait till Adrian's next attack to try and take them out because there's 3 there. We're going to go ahead and do a power field, do some supporting, do a move and activate, and do an attack. Let's do it. We'll have Brother Scipio support himself. We're now going to choose a Gene Stealer swarm, and they cannot attack or take damage this round. So we're going to choose these ones, okay, the one with the Broodlord. That is it for his activation. We're then going to have Brother Adrian go ahead and do an activation. He's going to move over here, flip this way, and activate. He's going to try and get rid of that spore chimney. So let's roll and see if we can get a skull. Come on, a 1 through 3. 1 through a 3. Yes! Okay, so that means this terrain is gone. So when we get a red spawn, it will not put out new Gene Stealers over there. We're not done yet. We're then going to have him do another move and move himself back to here. Okay, keep him safe. Brother Scipio is going to have to deal with these guys, but he does have a support token. Finally, we're going to have Brother Amino go ahead and attack this Gene Stealer. We've got 2 chances at this. We'll roll the first. We only needed 1. That will take out this Gene Stealer. Okay, now we're going to have the 2 Gene Stealers attack Brother Scipio. He is facing that way, so we've got to roll a 3 or higher to not die. And we do have 1 support token. And we rolled a 1, so let's use our support token to re-roll. Okay, this is it, Brother Scipio. Let's see. A 5! Yes! He is alive. Call it what you will, but this B team is surviving. Love it. We'll flip this, the swarm. Place 2 Gene Stealer cards into each blip pile from the Gene Stealer deck. That's just mean. That's just utterly mean. I mean, we're in the final one. If those had run out, no new Gene Stealers would have come out. But no, I just put out 2 more in each pile. Okay, we're going to spawn 1 in yellow and 1 in orange. And any that have this symbol are going to flank. There's no yellow location, so all we have is the orange location. That's going to get a new Gene Stealer. And then this symbol, we are already flanking, so they're not going to move. And these 2 guys are not the right symbols for moving and flanking. So you know what? As long as Brother Adrian can hit these guys, we can kill 3 Gene Stealers, we can kill the Broodlord, we can win the game. We can literally win the game right here. Let's do it. We've got our strategize to support. We're going to go ahead and drop that onto Brother Adrian right now. We're not going to move any Gene Stealers. We've got to move and activate. We'll go ahead and discard a blip card from the left pile. Not that that even matters. We're not even going to move. We're going to stay where we are. And now we're going to do our Cyclonic Volley. We just need a 1, and we've defeated the second Broodlord. Come on, die. A 1. Perfect. Toast. There you have it. That was Space Hulk Death Angel, the card game. Oh, so much fun. I have a lot of fun. I love how quick it is. I love how tense it is. Losing those Space Marines, I mean, I thought for sure I was done. Once I lost Brother Zale, I thought there was no chance. But being able to have Brother Adrian come in here, he sat in the middle and tanked. It was awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you'd like to see another one. I might do another one because that's just a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you at the next stop.